I'm James.
And I'm Emily.
We show you our actual weight loss journey with the keto lifestyle.
Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to get ready.
Set.
Keto.
Alright, you know what I need to do?
What?
I need to lower the camera.
Is that what the problem is?
It's a little high.
All right. So do you have, can everyone hear us? Oh, my iPad's making sound.
There we go.
Can you guys hear us okay?
There's a delay.
There is a delay.
Yes, we are not muted. We are good.
We're good to go?
Alright.
Alright.
So we started the dishwasher an hour and 15 minutes ago, and who would have known that it's still running? So I'm sorry.
It's a little bit loud.
Sound is great.
Good.
Hey, Red Wine's here.
Red Wine made it.
Jen Delaney's here.
Water
Strong's
Dancer, 22, Cute Cat, Scott, Hungry Heath, Jen Delaney, Swong, Sharon Holloway, Hammy and Am, Radical Geek. Hello. We're good on sound, so we're set.
Red Wine says we're good on sound, so that's good.
Yes.
So, we just got done wolfing down steak.
Yeah, and eggs for me. Anyway.
Sasha.
Hey, Sasha made it. Sasha. And Brenda, hello.
Yes, we literally got done wolfing down steak, and we had like 6 minutes left. It's like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Time to set up.
Last week we did not eat beforehand, and that didn't go over well.
No, because we were eating bacon and.
Yeah, just eating late, and it was like, So, happy Friday. Glad it's Friday, ready for the weekend.
Yeah, but I don't want Friday to be over.
No.
Because I love Friday. And I love Saturday, but Sunday I start getting the, oh no.
Yeah.
Nan Catlin's here.
Hello, Nan and John.
I'll let you say that name. I guess that's a no.
Yeah. Right. Do you have everything set up with this?
Yeah, you just click.
Okay.
Robin says happy Friday.
Yes, I love Fridays.
You just hit that to broadcast.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to this.
Your Water Dancer says your kitchen is a happening place on Friday night.
It is.
It
Cook clean.
Definitely is.
Cook, eat clean. Let's get ready. Talk to everybody. Jen Delaney said finishing up a root beer float with keto chow creamy and Zevia. And that sounds wonderful. James just made a creamy of a flavor that we haven't tried yet. And he obviously liked it because he was shoving it in my face.
I said, here, well, okay, so we hadn't tried it yet, and it was guava grapefruit.
Yes.
And from what I tasted of it, it was amazing.
Yes.
But I let Emily try it, and she was like guessing all kinds of different stuff. It was
I
like,
guessed too.
you don't at least get some, like, I was waiting for her to say grapefruit. It was like, how could you miss the grapefruit?
It was my third guess. The third one was the right one.
S. Wilson says, I think I am here. Hello if I am. Maria says, good evening, everyone. Why don't you control that?
I know, you're having a hard time.
What do you mean?
So, Red Wine says, my company has got my hours all messed up on these loads out here. I'm sure your sleep is a mess.
Actually, your hours might be messed up, but it seems like you might have a regular sleep schedule.
Maybe. Possibly.
Are you sleeping at night now?
When it's dark. Sasha said steak and eggs. That's got to be most people's go-to, right?
I just like the steak, no eggs.
Yes.
And Jen says she's finishing up a root beer float. I know you said that, with keto chow, creamy, and Zevia. Mm-hmm. I didn't care for the root beer float. I don't know why.
No, I liked it. He doesn't really like root beer.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. But I always remember when I was a kid, I remember going and liking root beer floats. Maybe in ice cream form it will be better.
Maybe you would like the orange creamsicle.
What's that got to do with root beer?
You can make an orange creamsicle float. Orange Zevia.
I guess I could.
It would be good.
Can make ice cream out of anything.
Yes. Radical Geek said, I'm just glad I finished up with work and able to join today. We're really glad you could join too.
And Maitreya, am I right? And you live in Columbus?
Not far from us.
Yeah, we're just south of Dayton.
I know there's a Brazilian steakhouse up there.
And we want to go.
And we want to go.
and yeah, like an hour and a half is the closest Brazilian steakhouse. And
Which would be that one.
That doesn't even make sense that Cincinnati doesn't have one.
No, it does not.
There used to be one in Dayton years ago. And
Yeah.
I went there once, and then the next time I wanted to go, it was gone.
It closed down. So, Hungry Heath said they've had chocolate creamy all week. I think it's been a hot minute.
Since we've had actual chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
Just chocolate?
Yeah, just chocolate.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And if we did have it, we would probably try it and then add peanut butter.
Probably.
Because I am a peanut butter fiend. I
Yes.
love peanut butter.
Blue Dove made it. Hello, hello. Sharon said, I have not tried Keto Chow yet. Am I the last person to do this? You're not the last person to do this. But I would suggest it. And personally, when we first tried it, we tried a lot of the basic, vanilla chocolate.
The stuff that comes in your starter pack.
Right. My suggestion would just to be to order some flavors that sound good to you. Because at first I was kind of like, I don't know if I like it. But once I had the peanut butter chocolate and I had the mint chocolate and I had pina colada, it was a game changer for me.
I was sold
personally.
with peanut butter.
He was really sold with the peanut butter more than anything.
It was a little overwhelming when I first got it to try to just figure out, like, what am I supposed to add to this and how much? And
yes, but John says it's funny how some Keto Chow shakes I like as a shake and I don't care for as an ice cream and vice versa.
that's probably how I am.
That's definitely Noah 100% because he was mad that we just put the grapefruit in a creamy pint.
Yeah, because he wanted it as a shake.
He wanted it, yeah, and he wanted it as a shake because he's not a big fan of most of the ice cream at all.
After he had steak and eggs, he wanted a shake.
Yes.
That's what we're dealing with here. He's a bottomless pit. He's never full.
Red Wine said no, he still gets up around 9 p.m. That is not what you thought.
That is not normal. I remember Noah, okay, back before, even before the sickness and everything went around, before we found keto, do you remember? I know you remember. We used to go to like buffet and like stuff ourselves, and Noah would out eat us. And then I would jokingly, like if I had to pull in a gas station or whatever before we went home, and it would be like next to McDonald's. I'd be like, no, we're going to McDonald's. Do you want anything? And he'd be like, yeah. And he would be like, just a Happy Meal. Noah has never been full.
Lou's made it. So happy you made it. And she can hear us.
S. Wilson's internet has been messing up for a few weeks, so when I
I
first
hear that.
connected, it was spinning for a minute.
Susan said, have y'all tried Two Crazy Keto's corn dog stuffler yet? No.
No, we have not.
But I want to.
Judy H. is here. Hi, Judy.
And 22 QCat said they've tried the corn dog stuffler. I've been wanting to try this, but we don't have the OOO flavoring. But I have heard some people say that it doesn't really matter if you have it.
All right, so if you watched our video last night, we talked about how there's things that we've tried to do and people has came in and,
That was one of them.
and did it. Emily was talking forever about making
Keto corn dogs. I wanted them so bad.
a keto corn dog, and it was gonna be a stuffler. It was
Just a corn dog.
like a batter, and yeah, it got taken.
It's all right.
It's kind of like
I still want to try it.
If you're not quick in the keto community, someone will come up with it. Like as soon as you think about it, you might want to go check.
And Radical Geek said yes. Texas de Brazil. Definitely want to go there.
That's the one.
And Blue Dove said that she never liked the root beer, but the root beer floats and the Zevia creamy root beer for some reason.
You know, we had
Is that not the case?
I had a Zevia
Root beer.
Wasn't it a ginger root beer?
It
Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't mind that. That was all right, but it'd probably never be my go-to.
Mm-hmm.
It would probably never be my go-to. Like if I have every other soda
Right.
to choose from, it's probably going to be that over root beer.
Right. Scott said he used to live in Lancaster. I have a really, really good friend of mine who lives in Rockbridge. You probably know where that is
Are
up
they
there.
your really good friends?
Yeah, Rachel.
Well, where's she at? I don't see
She's
her.
not on here.
I don't see her. I don't see her in the chat.
Jen says I only like the root beer as a creamy with Zevia too. That might be worth giving a shot.
Yes, Wilson says there's one in Lexington if you're close to that. We are actually further from Lexington than we are Columbus.
Yes.
I think Columbus is about 90 miles and Lexington is going to be about 110.
I have no idea. No idea.
So, yeah, that's... yeah.
Jodelle made it. Hello. Hello. Oh, Quilter in the Woods. You made it. You made it. Yeah, the time change. That messes with me too. Last night we didn't realize Two Crazy Ketos, and he's like, they're on. So we had to turn them on and watch them.
Okay, so Heath, I get this that you are allergic to peanut butter?
Well,
Is that
peanuts, right?
Is that
I think it's peanuts.
Is that something new?
Or have you always had that allergy?
Because yeah, I mean, if it's something new, what's weird is I took an antibiotic maybe 5-6 months ago that I have taken multiple times in my life,
And had an allergic
reaction. I didn't know. I didn't understand. Like all of a sudden, I was upstairs and her and Derek left. Mm-hmm. And I'm here by myself, and all of a sudden, like my head started itching, everything started itching, and my throat was dry. It never swelled, but my throat was so dry, and it scared me because I was starting to panic. Mm-hmm. So I actually went and I sat at the emergency room outside in my car while I talked to her because I didn't want to go in and get like a $1,500 bill. So I sat outside, I took Benadryl, and I waited. And once it went away, I was good to go.
And he's like, all right, that's what it is.
But it was like 30 minutes after I took an antibiotic. And I don't know if changing my eating habits or something silly made me, I don't know. Mm-hmm. The only thing that made it weird is that I had started keto and I lost a lot of weight before that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm holding up the chat.
You are a little bit. Tanya made it, and Shauna said she's on an important call and will be here shortly. We'll see you soon.
I didn't hear your phone ring.
And Rick Wynn, I hope you're having an awesome Friday.
I didn't hear. Did she call you? Liz loves guava grapefruit.
I'm glad that you made that one today.
Well, we never had it. So and you've never had the orange mango. And
No.
I made one of them maybe a month ago when I was off one day.
Did you like it?
I drank it.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. It's no peaches and cream.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the peaches and cream taste better as ice cream.
Radical Geek said I ate all my food, but now I do want steak and eggs. Well, now I do want a creamy.
Judy says some of the flavors are weak, so I add extracts and
flavorings. We need to try
substitute
some.
coffee for water and chocolate.
And I still haven't done that yet either, and I want to.
So we've heard that the OOO flavors are very weak. Mm-hmm. Almost maybe like a scent more than a flavor.
Right.
I was just curious if anybody else knows if that's how it was for them.
Your opinion, anyway.
What good is if you have to dump the whole bottle in order to taste it?
Mm-hmm. Blue Dove said BBB&E does help find that full feeling, which it does. me any protein. I just had a discussion with somebody at work who's wanting to try keto, and he was asking me questions. And this is his first week of trying it, and he's like, I'm just failing. I'm failing because I'm hungry, and I end up wanting to snack. And I'm like, eat more protein, up your fat. Make sure you're adding butter if you're eating lean cuts of meat. Lou said she likes the steak, no eggs, like you.
For those doing just carnivore, I've only been on carnivore since Monday and so tired of meat. What to do? Well,
Eggs.
I say get ready, set keto. Keto. That's why I'm keto.
Give it a little bit more time. I have cut out veggies this month because I really think most of them hurt my stomach.
All right, once again, keto chow. We did BBB&E twice.
Second time we did it with keto chow.
Second time we did it with keto chow.
But I know there's lots of people who do carnivore and they still do keto chow.
The first time I did BBB&E, I didn't even want to wake up thinking that all I was going to have was that I had no other option other than meat.
Right, because he's not big on eggs. But since I've cut out veggies, I'm still eating like pistachios and walnuts.
Even if I could just have one keto chow and make it last a sip every day all week long, at least it was something to just get the taste of meat out of my mouth.
Yes. But you should do whatever works best for you, I think, personally. Whether it's carnivore, keto, ketovore.
Yeah, whatever works best and whatever you can, it's
whatever's most sustainable.
And we'll
for
do,
you.
Yeah, we'll do another challenge coming up soon. I don't know. It'll probably be like a 30-day of carnivore. Mm-hmm. Because we've done beef, butter, bacon, and eggs twice. Mm-hmm. Actually, we did it twice, and then we did one little week of it.
That's not long enough.
No, it ain't long enough.
It's really not.
We did it twice, and I think our next challenge would be carnivore.
Although I feel like I've eaten mostly BBB&E this week.
This month we're working out.
Yes, and speaking of that, Jen said, how's the workout going? So glad you're honest about hating it. And have you tried water aerobics in your pool?
I think I'd rather be, I don't know. This working out sucks.
I don't mind it.
It's
the initial, okay, I have to do it.
It's because of the heat in the garage.
And that's a big part.
I don't like it. But just as soon as I take the machine apart, reassemble it, bring it back inside, it'll be cool outside. I'll be taking it back out.
Right. But speaking of the water aerobics, there's a guy I work with that used to be a personal trainer, and he works out 7 days a week. He does jiu-jitsu, all kinds of stuff. He is definitely built, a lot of muscle. So I talked to him to get a lot of advice, and I was telling him what I've been doing, and he's like, even if you don't do anything at all, you should do squats. He said that works more muscles than any other exercise that you're going to do.
Yes, they're the biggest muscles in your body.
Yes. So Wednesday, after I went on my walk, I got in the pool because I was hot and swam laps. And then I'm like, I'm going to do squats in the pool because I absolutely hate squats. Those are my least favorite. And so I don't even know how many I did, but my thighs have been so sore. I could barely walk up and down the steps yesterday. And they're still sore. So I truly believe he's right.
Yeah.
Definitely. So he doesn't, but I have been trying to do water aerobics.
How do you know? I don't do water aerobics now.
Yeah.
But I do try to do squats when no one's watching.
Do you?
I do.
That's good.
Because I know that the more muscle I get in my upper legs, muscle burns fat.
Yes.
And so the more muscle I have, the more fat I will burn.
And Jen, I know you're working out too, and I hope it's going well for you, and I hope that you stick with it. I know it makes me feel a lot
I don't
better.
really need the aerobics because I'm definitely going to be a machine.
He's going to look like Richard.
Richard?
Yeah, Autumn's Richard.
Is he built?
He's built. Or Thomas DeLauer, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, all right.
You said Richard. I'm like, who the heck is Richard?
Sharon said, Sasha, that makes me feel better. I'm going to assume you're talking about not having tried keto chow. You're not alone. Not alone.
Hey, we didn't find chaffles. We were on keto for 6 months before we tried chaffles. Didn't even know.
Which we really don't do them that often. And Sartorius BIG. Listening, but happy Friday. Oh, I love it. And Rick once said that sometimes it doesn't work on meat only. I take breaks and eat some tomatoes or cucumbers this time of year. I feel like that's where my journey might be going, mostly meat and some Brussels sprouts here and there.
Judy says Grimberry Farms flavorings are great too.
Grimberry. Well, I need to remember that.
Maitreya says, I do like the corn dog stuffler, but I'm totally excited for the Sunday recipe I'm doing. Coffee drink, coffee and the waffle.
Ooh.
Emily loves, that's two of the things Emily loves, coffee and waffles.
You need to remind me Sunday to tune in.
Oh, let's see here, where are we at?
You are...
Too Bad Boy in
No,
Barraza and Cincinnati closed.
Yes. I think that was out in Liberty Center, maybe?
Water Dancer says, that a scary good idea waiting at the ER. That's how cheap I am.
He is...
If I'm not dying, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, he literally FaceTimed me from the parking lot because I was out that day.
Quitter in the Woods says, I'm allergic to pecans. It's pecans, not pecans.
Pecans?
Pecans.
And almonds and macadamia nuts too.
I am too. They're so expensive.
Can you eat pistachios?
I can eat peanut butter, but I'm careful. That would be horrible if I couldn't have peanut butter.
He loves peanut butter.
All right.
Not a fan of the orange mango or the peaches and cream. I am not a fan of the peaches and cream either.
Okay, the peaches and cream tasted like, to me, and I'm sorry if anyone from Keto Chow is here, it tasted like it was medicine or cleaner or both.
It's almost like you either hate it or you love it.
Yeah, it was.
That's all right.
I don't know. I really wanted to be like, because everyone.
We've liked
talked about
every
it.
other
Yeah.
flavor, so.
Blue Dove says, I had that happen. Was taking Keflex for bronchitis and forgot the last few pills, then had a relapse and tried to take what I had till I could get back to the doctor and went into anaphylactic shock. I did it. I read it. I said anaphylactic.
John says, I have to try the guava grapefruit. Is it creamy? Ours is in the freezer right now.
Red wine does not like the OOO drops.
It's kind of been hit or miss. Some people say they like them and others say it doesn't really change the flavor. So.
But it smells good.
It does smell.
That's
well,
what I hear.
I would think that it should.
Scott J says, thankfully no allergies, but certainly
aversions.
Yes. John says, I have to try guava grapefruit as an ice cream.
22 Q Cat. What?
Sartorius BIG
I was
says,
reading something.
Oh, I'm sorry. He wants to see our bird.
I just add salt and a bit of stevia to the Keto Chow ice creams, and it really brings out the flavors. I never thought about adding salt.
To what?
To the ice cream. To the Keto Chow ice cream. That would be really good. Why are you giggling?
Because
Go ahead and click on it.
So this is Renee, I'm guessing because of the picture. I want to see y'all's bird, and if I didn't have a bird, I would be offended right now. Let me go get one.
Noah's keeping them downstairs because they've been chatty, and if he brings one, then they will yell at each other. So he has both of them downstairs on a perch. So. But I think he's gonna bring one of them up.
He is. He's just gonna.
He
have
has to get a shirt on
because he's always topless.
Judy said if he is just starting keto, go high fat now until you get fat adapted. He had no idea. He was talking to myself, and Derek works with me as well, and he's like, I've been watching you and you guys have been doing this for a while now, and I just, what's going to help? And then he finally just said, can you just come over and or bring food in for me? Just bring my meals in for me. So he's going to try it. He had his wife go to the grocery. I gave him some ideas of snacks that he can keep in the refrigerator.
So Judy, so people don't understand when you say
Add butter.
add fat, because everything, and I was the same way, and sometimes I still have to go back and watch like Dr. Berry or something, and,
Right.
because I start
Oh,
I need reassurance sometimes,
Kenny.
because everything you hear
Oh,
is
Kenny.
fat's
So
bad,
they can
fat's
see how
bad.
big he is.
Well, it's,
Don't bring them.
you know, for me it's not, and I need it, and that's the difference in me, you know, adding the fat was the difference in me not quitting keto, because I felt like crud.
He won't stay on my hand.
There's Paul. He is, yep, there's
Paul.
Paul the cockatiel.
Yep.
Hello, Paul. He's,
So-
yeah, he's gonna bring Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny's gotten a little bit bigger. And Kenny's still a baby. He is about 4 months old, 5 months old now, right?
Yes.
5 months old. So that is Kenny. He is our Indian ringneck. And he
He's-
is still a little baby.
And he is starting to get very chatty.
Yes.
Although
So,
Paul just whistles. Paul whistles a lot.
Paul whistles, and
Kenny's also been whistling really well as well.
Kenny's been whistling, and hopefully he will talk.
Should study well.
So,
They get handled all the time, so they're used to this. Hey.
so
Although Kenny is
his
still
tail
young,
feathers should get about 2 feet long.
Not, well, yeah.
around it here.
Yeah, he'll be,
Right.
I think he'll be like 2 foot total.
Yeah,
Yeah, Polly likes to
But-
jump
But,
over people's
but he's
shoulder.
still a small bird. He's not like the size of a, you know,
a cockatoo or
yeah. He's still going to be small, but they're very good. They're
He's
very,
still so handsome.
they're very good talkers.
yes.
Thank you.
Sorry. So that's just our bird update. Radical geeks that get creative and make egg crepes and carnivore waffles or egg yolk buns.
We've never
Cheese
made
sauces,
crepes.
hollandaise. I've never made hollandaise sauce, and I need to try that because I love it.
All right, where we go? Angeline, I guess. It's summer, so I'm eating a few veg and fruits. But when it's out of season, I won't eat it. I just,
Don't get tired of my steaks. I don't either.
you know,
I am red meat all the way. I've never, ever been big on chicken or turkey or the lean meats, ever anyway. Every now and then I like chicken wings.
I totally agree with like the primitive style eating. Like whatever would be in season where you live is where, you know, what you have.
Right.
And that's one of the things that attracted me to keto and Atkins back in the day to begin with, because it just made so much sense. Well, how did people live for thousands of years prior to us?
Right.
You know, they didn't have cheese puffs.
Yes. They did not have cheese puffs. I just saw Cool Kid Keto made it. We're glad you're here.
I wonder how far behind we are.
I know. Radical Geek, P.S. If you're that sore, you did too much. Yeah, I didn't keep count, and I will definitely keep count because they're so easy in the pool.
Judy says, I just can't get my butt upstairs to my total gym.
How to get it to
How to get-
become a habit is such a challenge when I can't even get started. I hear you. Hear you. You're not alone.
Definitely not. I think she likes it more right now than I do.
I do. I'm just,
People saying hi.
yes.
I always heard, Maria says I've heard swimming is the best exercise, but I don't
know how to swim. Uh-oh. Do you know how to swim?
I don't know. Where you live, we'll come teach you.
Yes. No, I actually just learned
last year?
last year. He was afraid and would freak out, and then finally got some of those pool noodles,
Yeah.
and I had him hold on to them and just kick his feet and gradually start to let go of the pool noodle, and that helped him. Maybe that might help.
Beth shit says, new subscriber here and 1 month keto. Congratulations and
That
thank
is
you.
awesome. And yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for new subscriber.
Yes.
Congratulations for keto.
So welcome, Beth.
Everyone says welcome, Beth.
Yes, it is awesome. Keto Kelly said, been on BBB&E for 2 weeks and struggling. A little tip, add keto chow. That made it so much easier and better for us when we did the second full month that we did.
Water Dancer says, we're not cheap, we're thrifty.
That's right.
You know, I have to be cheap. It is what it is.
Quilter in the Woods says, I don't like pistachios.
Oh, they're so good. They're dangerously good. As a matter of fact, when we buy the big bag and we bring them here, like, we're going to have to hide them.
Because it's not just him, it is Austin and
Noah.
depending on,
What kind,
yeah, he likes them just the shelled ones.
Just
so.
about everyone here likes pistachios. So if you go spend $15 or $16 on a big bag, don't be surprised if 3 days later it's gone.
I don't mind it though because I eat it before I can get bad with them, and I'm bad with them too. So.
Quarter Wood says she eats cashew.
Yes, I know
Occasionally.
cashews. He occasionally will have a few.
Maitreya likes the peaches and cream as hot cereal.
Hmm.
You know, I noticed that. I noticed that when you make your keto chow, if you make it hot, it does have a different
Taste.
Taste.
It's a different taste because there's some that I really, really like right after you make it.
Yeah, well, it tastes,
When it's warm.
You know, like chocolate tastes immediately like hot chocolate.
Yes, it's very good.
Just, yeah.
Very good. And Blue Dove said most people who don't like peaches and cream think it tastes like air freshener or perfume. I get that.
I do too. That
Yeah.
would be the chemical and the cleaner kind of a taste.
Yes.
I wonder what that is. I wonder if I left it. I wonder if I left it in the fridge longer and let it. Maybe that would. Maybe it was. I don't know.
Right.
It would soften the flavor.
Strong said, besides butter mayo, what is carnivore sauces? I don't think there are any. Is there?
Carnivore sauces.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there
I mean,
are. Butter mayo, bacon mayo.
yeah, you can make it out of bacon grease, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all gonna be a.
Quilter in the Woods said, thinking an Alfredo is a sauce. That makes sense. I think if you make it yourself at home with the heavy cream and Parmesan, that would be a carnivore sauce.
It would.
Marcy said, hey, Paul. And Scott said, mustard is good for me. Me too.
Love mustard.
We like the spicy brown mustard.
Yeah, spicy brown or Dijon.
And Rickman said, Strong, it depends on how dogmatic you are on carnivore. Au jus is the simplest sauce. If you add dairy, then there are cheese sauces. If not, you can also take some meat and puree it and make a sauce.
Yeah, because I mean, technically, any spice is going to be not carnivore.
Right, my
I mean-
ear keeps popping.
I mean, yeah, obviously you have to have sodium, but if you have like any thyme or rosemary or anything, that's plant-based.
It is.
I mean,
It just really depends on how technical you're being.
yeah, not calling anybody out, but I mean, just realistically of what it is. I mean, I guess the spice would be like
Right, whatever works best for you
little vegetables.
is my opinion on it. Whatever is going to be most sustainable in your journey, I think. Again, not doctors, nurses, or healthcare professionals.
I say just be keto, and then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Peanut butter, everything.
Do
Luke says.
you remember when we first started doing videos and people would jump on and say that we were dirty?
Mm-hmm.
They would say we were dirty keto, and,
Yeah.
and I don't know why, but it really offended me. It's like, look, jerk off, I haven't had a cheese puff in a month. Shut up.
Radical Geek said those are awesome birds. Thank you. We love our birds. We have definitely become bird people.
Renee says, Paul and Kenny, who are they named after? Okay, so did we tell that
Paul-
last week?
We may have, real quick.
Okay.
We knew a guy from India whose name was Kenny, and he adored Noah, and it was just fitting when we got a bird from India, an Indian ringneck,
An Indian ringneck, and we
to name him after him. And then Paul, his name, his name, I think Noah just named him. I don't know if there's a backstory.
I named him Paul after Polly the pirate.
Okay, Paul was named Paul after Polly the pirate.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
So there you go.
SpongeBob.
But thank you. We do love our birds. Pureed meat. Does anyone have videos on that? I have never done that.
Pureed meat.
And I agree with you, Strong. I would think I would have to see a video before I would be willing to try it too.
Well, how would you cook it after it's pureed? Would you puree it after or before?
I'm not sure. That's why we would need I don't know. Radical Geek even says meat in a blender sounds like a weird enough thing some geek would try. I would try it too.
You try meat in the blender?
I would try it.
That sounds like an awful shake.
I
Awful.
I don't know if I'd be drinking
Awful.
it through a
That is
straw.
a bad shake idea.
But Rickman said, I have not seen any videos, but was playing around with some beef stew meat one time and took part of them and pureed them too finely when I was trying to shred them. Add in some spices and it was good. Maybe in an egg life wrap.
Blue Dove could totally eat burgers and sausage every day of my life.
I feel the same way.
I love sausage too. I love bacon, sausage, but we don't buy sausage very much.
Not very much.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of them with bad.
Probably up until about 4 or 5 months ago, I used to get up every weekend and make sausage
Yeah.
in the cast iron, but just haven't
We
done
just
it.
have
lately.
not. Oh no, we're worse than Joe.
We're way behind. Oh no.
Oh no.
Southern
Karen
Cute.
made it.
Yep.
Hey Karen.
You didn't miss anything. Just us sitting here.
Yeah, we're way behind. Quilter in the Woods said, do you feel BBB gave you more body definition? Yes, our body compositions, I do feel like, yes,
BBB&E was really good for us.
yes.
Every time we did it.
All right, I'm going to scroll down because Jen said that Karen missed the bird show.
The bird show. Yes, we were showing our
Yes.
birds. Real
Alice
birds.
Ubeck said, hi guys, love watching you. Thank you so much. Lou said, love your birds. I'm trying to get caught up. Keto Kelly said, tried some of the keto chow and unfortunately not a fan. I did make some butter mayo and that on everything was delicious. I was the opposite. I did not like the butter mayo. Initially, I liked keto chow, but I wasn't a huge fan. And then, like I said, once I got the flavors, I was sold.
Mosca Frog Lover. Hi everyone. I started BBB&E on the 1st, doing great on how I feel.
How my clothes feel and went down a shirt size. That is awesome.
Also broken the 200s in weight.
But I'm craving carbs.
Well,
Don't,
I mean,
I get it.
I don't necessarily crave them unless I'm around them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only certain things. It's chips for me.
Yes.
Chips and snacks are my carbs.
He's a snacky person, whereas I can sit and just have a big meal once or twice a day and I am good.
Sherry on a low carb journey says, do you feel better on keto or BBB&E? I'm happier on keto.
But you feel better on BBB&E?
Definitely.
I would agree with that. Happier with keto because keto for me I feel like is sustainable for me lifelong.
Yes.
I feel like I'm always going to crave or want like avocados or olives or pickles or pistachios. Just those are things that I feel like is always going to be incorporated in my everyday diet.
John says apple pie warm is really good.
I've not tried apple pie yet.
Karen says
Hollandaise, yes,
Yeah.
that would be carnivore.
Yes, you did miss both birds.
Both birds.
And, yeah. And we didn't actually just bring them on. It was a request.
Yes.
Yes, cheese puffs.
So, cheese puffs, we did buy the Hilo Life brand cheese puffs, and Noah loved them.
I didn't.
James tried them, was not a fan. I thought they were good, but I feel like those are going to be a good alternative for Noah's lunches when school starts here in a couple weeks.
And if you look, they sneak some bad oils into that.
They do.
They snuck bad oils into the cheese puffs. There was canola.
They do, but I feel like Noah and packing his lunch, it might work for him.
Quilter in the Woods says, Emily looks so healthy and happy.
Aw.
And you too, James. Well, thank you.
Thank you. I am very happy.
Nisha has a video on her chicken liver pate that's pureed.
Have you tried it though? I'm not sure if I would like that.
Scott says armor potted meat is nice. Dip sausage or bacon in it. You know what? I
never even thought about that.
I used to love potted meat.
But I'm not sure if I would like that. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of potted meat or pate.
Red wine is in Oregon.
Awesome.
Blue Dove says SpongeBob. I got it.
Is that where the bird came from?
That's
the bird
where
name?
Polly
Polly?
the Pirate.
Okay.
Liz says keto chow hot chocolate is wonderful.
Yes, it is.
Gravy is what I think of when blending meat. Yes.
That's where my mind goes.
Yes, and I've only had biscuits and gravy once in 14 months, and she made it one time, and that was it. She probably wanted me to do work or something that day.
Quilter in the Woods said, I like chicken sausage, but can't find it around here. I live in the boonies. Do you have a
Costco?
Costco?
Anywhere around, because there are chicken sausages that Noah loves.
And very clean ingredients.
Do we have them in here?
We do,
Are they-
unless
are
he
they
has
in here?
finished them. They're pre-cooked, so they're great for Noah for a snack because he can pop them in the microwave. And they are actually really, really good. So that would be.
He is
would
not
be
eating
the
them
one.
all.
Okay. But these chicken sausages are really, really good.
So they are Jones Dairy Farm.
Mm-hmm.
They're good.
Yeah, the ingredients are literally fully cooked chicken.
Water, sea salt, spices that I guess they could tuck something in there. Lemon peel powder and
Dried parsley.
Dried parsley.
Yeah,
So
those are really good. So those are ones we would definitely recommend. Water Dancer said, Emily, you made chorizo on top of your chuck meat. Yes.
yes,
Yes, it was. That is a very good point. That would be a carnivore
sauce.
sauce. Yes, I used a white queso cheese and chorizo and just cooked the chorizo and added the cheese, and it was really good.
She's a wizard.
Really good.
She's a wizard. I was just gonna have chuck roast, and I ended up having Mexican queso cheese on it.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
It's like, who thinks of that?
Red Wine said, remember to join our Facebook group and like the video. Thank you, Red Wine. You're always so supportive of us. Lou said, Emily, you said your ear is popping. I feel like, yes, swimmer's ear, and don't even. It may be from that. I'm not sure what's up with that.
We've talked about this before, but before we started keto, Emily had to have tubes in her ears all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since, since she was a kid, ever since she's been on keto, no tubes. And the tubes fell out, and she doesn't have
Has not had to. My hearing has improved according to my hearing test, and that's one of the best benefits, non-scale victories. Jen says, I always get confused about what are bad oils and which are not so bad. He knows more, he does more research than I do.
And everything I've learned from other YouTubers and Dr.
Like
Barry.
Dr.
And
Barry.
The oils I watch out for the most are the seed oils. Okay, maybe it'd be better for me to say what oils I do use. we use coconut oil,
Avocado oil.
yes. We use bacon grease, and we
Ghee.
use, yes, that would be butter.
Butter or ghee.
Yeah, olive
Yes.
oil, extra virgin olive oil.
Right.
That we do not use anything with
Canola, vegetable,
Yeah.
palm.
no soy.
And I know I have bought some items that has some of those bad oils in it. But
Sometimes you get tricked. You see, oh, it's
Yeah.
this and this, and you just don't forget. And somewhere down towards the very bottom,
it says canola oil.
yeah, they'll say, and yeah, that's the problem with like most of them.
Shauna made it.
The
Hello,
mayonnaises
Shauna.
and things like that is that they sneak them bad oils into your food.
Yep. MG3919 says Nisha's chicken liver pate is really good. Might have to try it. And Scott said potted meat is 0 carb. I've just never really been a big fan of that.
I used to.
I think of the potted meat.
I used to like it.
Oh man, Quilter in the Woods said my Costco is 2 to 3 hours away. Ugh.
So when you're there, buy 2 bags.
Lou said she went to Costco yesterday and got the thin New York steaks to eat with sour cream. That is exactly what I had for lunch today and yesterday.
And we still have half the pack frozen.
And can't wait to have it again. Love it.
It's like bacon steak.
Yes. Radical Geek said yes, the June's chicken sausage. I'm trying to get caught up, I'm sorry.
That's loud in my car. I thought something was collapsing. What was that? What collapsed?
Oh.
62 watching, Shauna said. Are we caught up?
I think we're caught up. That's
Oh.
amazing.
Thank heavens, I was getting stressed.
John said June's has some clean products. I love their liverwurst, and it's one of the cleaner ones I've seen. I have not seen a Jones liverwurst.
You know, I bought liverwurst one time. Actually, we bought it twice. We bought the
Yeah.
Boar's Head, and then we bought another brand. I think it got thrown away or given to the dogs because that was one of them things that I didn't hate it. But like if there was roast beef or anything else in the
He
drawer,
would not choose it.
I would not. Yeah, I didn't choose
Right.
it. So
Mosca says we have a chorizo and cheese dish in San Antonio. I'm sure it's in other areas. It's called queso flamido.
I'm sure there's all kinds of
It
different
just sounds
quesos
good.
in San Antonio.
Yes.
Mexican food's always been my favorite. Always.
Yes, always.
I worked at a Mexican restaurant for a couple of years when I was 16 to 18. I never got tired of it.
Never.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
I'd still eat there every day if it was around.
Lou said she looked for the cheese puffs at Costco and couldn't find them. That was just kind of a surprise when we saw those.
And it was a real surprise when we got them home and seen it had canola oil.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Jen says it's sunflower and high.
All this noise from the plastic bag.
Oh, when you got, yes. Soybean oil is in so much. It really, really is.
It is, and it's the
so
cheapest.
frustrating.
It's the cheapest. That's what they're going to use to make a profit.
Mm-hmm. S. Wilson said, Lou's, they had those, I'm assuming the puffs, and they have spicy puffs at Aldi about 2 months ago, 99 cents for a small bag.
Huh.
I just really think that might be a really good option for Noah for his school lunches.
Cheese puffs?
Mm-hmm.
Cheese puffs was mine and Noah's jam before keto. I would buy all the different kinds.
Mm-hmm.
We love them.
Sartorius BIG, the noise from, love liverwurst and so good fried in slices with some runny yolk egg. Now that sounds better because that makes me think of fried bologna and eggs with runny
Yeah.
yolks. I would like that, I think. That would make me probably like it. Or John said maybe try liverwurst with cream cheese.
Yes. And Water Dancer says that Walmart sells the Jones liverwurst. I wonder if it's the same Jones as this person.
It's got to be.
We need some of
gotta
that
be.
because I could put cream cheese on it.
Yes.
If I gain
Keto Kelly says, want to try egg life wraps, but nervous they will taste too eggy.
No, they're not eggy.
He's a stickler.
I don't like the eggy taste.
Maybe try to find the
I can eat them. They don't taste eggy to me at all because it's just the whites, and I believe the eggy taste actually comes from the yolk.
but they do have other flavor. They have other flavors like everything bagel and I'm not remembering what's the kind that I like that I can't find.
Southwest.
They have a Southwest. That is my favorite, but I have a hard time finding it. Yes. Guess it was because I was raised on all the weird meats and sausages, Polish mom and Irish dad. Yes, my dad, my mom and dad were Irish and German, and they did a lot of the bratwurst and the Braunschweiger and Gouda and just all of those things. And I always thought it was so gross when I was young.
You know, I never had a bratwurst until I was an adult. Now, we did have the cheap Polish sausages
Uh-huh.
and hot dogs, but that was it. Like, a lot of stuff that I eat now all the time is because we never had that as a kid because
Yes.
they didn't really cook. It was
Yeah.
fast food.
Yeah. Blue Dove said get the flavored. That's, yes. If you're worried, I would definitely
flavored
get
what?
the flavored egg life wraps.
But I didn't
Definitely.
think it tasted eggy.
Mm.
And I'm very critical of the eggy flavor. It kind of
Right. And S. Wilson said they love the egg life wraps. He never really wants the egg life wraps.
no. There's just so much stuff. I just try to stop replacing.
I don't try to replace anything, but when he makes tacos, a lot of times I like to have those, and Noah loves them for the tacos when we have tacos,
But no,
which
no.
is quite often.
Noah has a new favorite. I make a folio wrap
Yes.
and make burritos out of that, and he loves it.
Yes, he does love that.
Just can't use hot meat.
Yeah.
Melts the cheese.
Blue Dove said they have sweet cinnamon too. Those are good like crepes. I have not made.
Have you even had the sweet cinnamon?
I have.
Have you?
Hmm. And I did a breakfast taco like with eggs and bacon with it, and it was kind of like gave the old McDonald's McGriddle vibe. I liked it.
I was more of a steak bagel, McDonald's.
You know, my boss this morning went to McDonald's and make breakfast for everyone.
What'd you get?
I didn't get anything. Actually, he was just coming back when I got there because there was an accident on the highway, so I was late to work this morning. And he's like, I didn't call you because I knew you wouldn't eat anything. And he had a steak, egg, and cheese bagel, so apparently they're back.
Really?
And I'm like, well, that would be good without the bagel.
When's the last
but
time I've been to McDonald's?
I know. Yes.
I go in now and drive through and see the prices. Like, nope.
Keto Kelly said she's going to try them since being BBB and that would be acceptable. They would be, which kind of change it up for you if you're looking for something different. For sure. And Joan said his Aldi had the Southwest egg life wraps on clearance.
It was the first time I tried those and I really liked them. Well, if they're on clearance,
They are my favorite. I hope they're not,
you might want to stock up.
and I hope they're not doing away with them.
Because a lot of times when Aldi has a clearance, that's the end.
Yeah. Sheila said I had cheeseburgers in a bowl. Don't miss the bun at all. I don't either at all. And really, we don't even do chaffles that much because I just like the beef.
Yeah, I mean, it's a treat for me now to, have a piece of cheese melted on top of it.
Yeah, that seems like a treat sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a treat when I have cheese on my burger.
Yes, it does.
All right. Renee is home. Finally. Sheila says I had cheeseburgers in a bowl.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes.
I found the pork rinds you
Ooh,
guys
the
like
4505s.
with Tajin.
Those are good.
Have we had
The
that flavor?
4505? Don't get the bag out.
Tajin?
It'll be loud.
I'm not going to get the bag out. But the ones we have is the chili, just the classic.
Yeah, but I think those are what she's talking about.
Yes, we love them.
Those are our favorite.
Sometimes I think they're a little bit expensive because they're
They're that much better though.
yeah, but they're almost $7 a bag at Costco. But you do get a big bag.
It's a pretty large bag.
But still, with 5 people here, even a large bag disappears fairly quick.
We still have a full bag, and it's Friday.
I know, but if you bring it out and you open it, there won't be.
Yes.
Because everyone will have their hand out.
Yes. And it is 7:26
Yes. Jim Delaney says, see everyone on the
on
Friday
night
feast.
feast. Yes.
Liz likes the Southwest ones with
Chorizo.
Yep.
I have chorizo in the refrigerator. That might be happening this weekend. For sure.
Blue Dove's eating chili dogs in a bowl.
I love that.
All right, real quick, before we end,
Mm-hmm.
our emails are in the description below. If any of you have had success on keto and would like to
Would be willing to talk to us.
do a Zoom call with us for an interview, please reach out and email us. We just, on our video last night, we said we want to start doing videos with people who watch our channel and creators.
Yes.
So if you have any interest at all, please get in touch with us so we can set up.
Heath, we will see you soon.
The meeting.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So anyway, I guess that's it, you guys. I mean,
And we're going to wrap it up. Friday Night Feast, Hungry Heath. Check them out if you haven't already. They are very, very sweet people.
That starts in about 2.5 minutes. So you guys,
Mm-hmm.
we are going to end it. Thank you very much. We appreciate all you guys watching, your comments.
And your support, for real.
We definitely love you guys. So that's it. Have a great night.